We'll cut that little bit out.
No, we'll make interest.
Yeah.
Episode 12 of the Green Room.
And coming into semi-finals, big season. And this man, he's been a massive part of the green season.
Exactly. Is middle, maybe.
Worth it up there, points leader. Points. Yeah. Yeah. Worth 20. They call him Sam. Worth 20 points a game, right? So good season. Probably, I've seen it come through as Colts and I think it's probably your best season I've seen so far. Like leading the team around, and your communication obviously has been a big part of it. And you can sort of see when you're not in the team that they struggle with the direction. And
sort it out.
Yeah,
what do you put that down to? I'm not normally one to compliment you.
Yeah, no, I think just experience probably is part of it, and especially playing in the halves, having done it for a long time definitely helps.
How old are you now? 30? Did you hit 30?
Yeah, I'm 33 now.
33, yeah. I thought you were about 10 years under me. Not that I'm 42.
yeah. So,
ladies.
33. and I think experience helps, and I think the group we've got, everyone sort of has a pretty clear thing that they need to do, their role, and sort of understands it, and that's kind of what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
Is that sort of
you're known as a professional on and off the field as well. You've got a good corporate career. You're running the council basically from what we got told, and your goal kicking, your preparation before the game probably is the best in the comp.
Yeah, I think so, or not the best in the comp, but I definitely think that it's something that I'll work on and always have worked pretty hard on.
Yeah,
probably again not being like a naturally gifted athlete physically. It's just
something. We two of them here, don't worry about that.
Yeah, just something.
You all can't be blessed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but something that.
And you do your sprints.
Do the sprint training. So that was something else changed the last couple of off seasons. Sort of less. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Do you think you have?
Yeah.
You reckon you could beat Kenny Turtle, Big Gill over 20 metres or whatever they do on a silly Sunday?
It gets less every year. I think it was down to about 4 metres the last couple. But I think I've got them covered. And there's a few others I know I've got covered.
Well, let's go back. How do you remember the first time you came to the Greens? How did you join the club?
Yeah, how'd you get in?
I came to the club as a junior, under 15s through school.
Yep.
I went to school with Evan Renfrew, who's Dave, our current physio's younger brother, and was a grade player at the time.
My favourite Renfrew.
Actually played in his 200 games. Rugby fun.
Oh, did you?
Did he fix it for you?
No. Actually told me not to.
It's not about you, it's about Brian.
So I ended up there, and then I went to Merewether High as well, and they had a rugby tour that I wanted to go on, so sort of the combination of a couple of guys from school, and it was to Europe we went to for that. So
was Bobby Harrison the coach there?
He wasn't the coach, he was involved. Bobby, he was the organiser, I think, similar to.
And was he involved in the club here at that time, or not quite? It's hard to tell. He's had more clubs than Tiger Woods. Yeah,
he wasn't involved then, but there was some affiliation with like Merewether Carlton and Merewether High. They sort of sponsored jerseys or something for the school. So there was something there. And then when I finished school, Bobby and Munzer were involved there, so that was good coming out of juniors and into seniors and having someone there that you sort of knew already and was involved.
We've had a lot of Merewether High people come.
Sorry, just a bill chaser. No caller ID. That's not
we'll do it. Someone with a question.
We'll take that call. Sam Bright, Tony Munro's got a question for you.
We have had a lot of Merewether High players that call it Merewether High. I've had quite a few.
Yeah.
Still.
I think there's still affiliation, and it depends who's teaching there at the time too. I know my brother's a couple of years younger than me, and a lot of his year ended up playing for Hamilton because Paul Dan was their PE teacher, and he was recruiting for the Hamilton juniors at the time, and so a lot of them ended up there. And then I think a few ended up at Wanderers when Bobby was there for a while.
There's a couple out of Lake Macquarie when Bobby was there, and there's a couple at uni as well.
I was going to say a couple at uni. So
there's a couple couple playing for South. And
no, there is a fair few local, sort of pretty close by and handy.
So you came under 15s. Do you remember your first grade game? Do you remember when you
Yeah, my first
played 100 grade games? How much? 100 first grade games?
100 first grade games and 200 grade games this year. So came into grade 2008.
Yep.
Remember my first grade game was in twos, round 1 2008 over at Passmore. And we won, so that was good. We won 13-10. I kicked the winning penalty.
That was when I got sent off, was it? In the grand final?
You got sent off in the grand final that year or year after?
It was
one of that year.
2009, I was injured.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we played
Yeah, we played those years, 2010 as well.
Righty ended my career.
Cost him money 2010.
No, I'm joking. I do bring that up a bit though. So we were playing, mate. We had a shit hot team. We got beat, I think, once in the year by Uni, and then straight sets in the finals, didn't we?
Yeah.
So even though we did win the game here against Hamilton to get into the grand final with a try disallowed.
Yeah.
And then we played Maitland, and they just played that 10-man rugby.
Yeah, I think they had about 50 phases in a row.
Yeah,
Boy, didn't really do anything, but they could just hold the ball forever. And ended up knocking us off.
I think it was off the field then anyway. It's all good.
Yeah. We won while Ruff was on there.
Right, okay. So tell us a bit about yourself and involvement in the club. What else do you do around the club? You're pretty hands-on, mate.
Yeah, over the years I've done various things. I like the house system that we've brought back this year. That sort of gives all the players a chance to get involved.
Did you start that back in the day?
I was around when it started, and then when I was club, Mums brought it in,
but you
when I was club captain, we kept it going, and it was going pretty strong. And it's good to sort of get the players mixed up out of the grades and into the houses, and get the ladies in, and the old boys would all be with a couple of houses, and we'd do heaps of training stuff in the houses as well as in teams. So
it's a good way to get the club bonding, and I think Merewether Carlton as a club maybe got away from that for a couple of years. I don't know. Yeah. Sort of first grade and second grade, but now it seems that the whole club, and you can see by all the grades in the grand final, it's working.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, qualifying finals, but I think
grand final.
Hopefully grand finals after this weekend. But no, it is really good, and I think
it's a good
vibe. Good vibe at the moment. And it works well for that.
Just on that qualifying finals, we've got 3 grades minor premiers, and we came second. How does it feel to be playing finals footy? Again, after the last 2 years.
Last year it feels really good. I think it was more so after last year where we were playing pretty good footy and felt like we were building pretty well, and then sort of the COVID interruption, and then there was still that hope of will we get to play, won't we get to play, so everyone's still trying to do their own running and taking their footy down the park on their own, and every week the NHAU would put out a thing saying, all right, now it might be this is our scenario, best case, this is our thing, and in the end it just got binned, and everyone was pretty disappointed. So it'll be good to be back there.
As far as first grade goes, how many grand finals have you played in, or is this going to be your first?
No, I played in one. I played 2012. You did, and I was on the bench 2011. So
No,
a while in between.
In between. So it's a near 20-year career for you.
Yeah.
If you take like 10 years.
Probably 15 years this year of seniors, and then I missed a couple when I was away. But
of course you were travelling and stuff.
You had a job at a betting agency. That was great maths.
That's right. Over the odds, it's all right.
Close enough.
Started at a betting agency. Cool. And as far as players in the comp go, who's the player that you found to be the toughest and all the best player you played against?
That's a pretty tough question. And over years, I think when I was sort of a young guy coming through, probably VAR was pretty handy and really tough to play against, and also Steve Maxwell. I just remember him standing in breakdowns with people and him just swatting people away. And then 5'8",
too, he was pretty big too.
5'8". Mick Delore, always tough. There's been a fair few. Wellesley.
Wellesley,
Paul Dan as well. Simo.
Geez, you are a veteran, aren't you?
Simo's always been there and around, and Boo as well from Wanderers.
Yep.
Matty Jarrett
Yep.
as well was another one. So a few pretty handy 5'8" that come up against over the years.
And who's the best player you played with? Present company excluded.
Yeah, obviously present company excluded. Don't want to be biased.
Played together actually, so
Probably not a game like
myself,
Sixers.
mate. Just thought I'd include you.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's another tough one. Probably Sam Clifton.
Yep.
Right up there, just at the peak of his powers.
Yeah, he was good.
unstoppable.
Unstoppable, wasn't he?
And then forwards, Wadey.
Yep.
Wade probably could turn a game like no one else in the forwards, but then others as well, like Eddie Mack I loved playing with, Kelso, Adam Nolan, sort of people that similar age or a bit older that you kind of grow up just watching them ahead of you and then get to play grade with them, and that's pretty fun and
pretty awesome,
just seeing the same thing, like the work that they would do to, when we were in a successful era, to keep pushing each other. So it's pretty good.
All good players off the field too, which I like.
Yeah, definitely. That always helps.
That's one of my favourites.
He is my favourite.
I just want to go back to the minor premiers and all that. Now, we've got 3 minor premiers and we finished second, but we missed out on the club championship. Can you spend a lot of people around?
I'm unsure as to. I can't fathom it.
How that's happened. And I actually don't have a clue. Do you have a clue how?
I don't know. I thought we won the club championship.
I thought Ruff was the maths man. You might have to work that one out, but I think it's each grade's got a different weighting and somehow no good for us.
But if you win surely the weight goes for the winners, and you won 3 minor premierships, so surely the weight in that adds up. Not, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Wanderers girls had a really good season, so that.
They include the girls.
Yeah, the girls. It's the 3. It's the Premier, like 1, 2, 3 in the girls. And I think the Wanderers girls didn't
and
lose a game.
Nah,
fourth isn't in.
But the girls don't have a full. Like they're sort of full comp.
They don't have they have a full comp, but they don't have every team in it.
Yeah, so pretty much rules out the clubs that don't have a women's team can't win it pretty much straight away, and then Wanderers had I think they won 15.
Someone needs to write a letter.
I'll leave that to someone else. Bill Dunn can do that.
Billy Dunn, get him on it.
It's unbelievable.
That is, it's crazy.
Yeah,
a bit of a bummer. Last time we had 3 minor premiers.
I think Shorey said that the other day. I think Shorey was back when Shorey and Tibius.
I think 2011 maybe, or 10.
I don't even think then. I think earlier, probably 2007 or 2006 maybe.
It's 3rd grade, I think. 2nd grade have won a few in a row. They've won.
So 2nd grade won like 10 in a row or something.
2nd grade were pretty consistent, always been in the mix, like probably the last 15 years.
I'm pretty sure they won 15 in a row.
We'll go with the rounding.
I think they won 5 in a row up until like.
Until
it was more.
COVID,
it was more than 5. It was more than 5 in a row.
Is that when Kingy kicked that? No,
that was 17. But that was part of the streak.
But before that, they won. I think from 2004 right through to 2010.
4 to 10, and then there was a couple of years off, and then maybe 14 or 15 through to 19 or something like that. A couple other grand finals in there too.
I'm pretty sure they made the grand final every year for the last 30 years.
Yeah, they had a couple of good runs from 5th too in some of the years.
They did,
just scraping the 5th and good finals run.
Because you've been in the club, you've been involved in some racing Sundays and stuff.
Yeah.
Silly Sunday coming up, we've got classic movies.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, classic movie theme.
What's you got any?
Can I register?
Yeah, you can.
You wouldn't be the first one. I was going to say, you wouldn't be the first one to register for the end of season. Festivities.
What's some of your favourite memories from?
I think probably going back again, the house system when Munzer was coaching and he had Clark Rubber and he had this big pool, like a big blow-up pool, and there was like, somehow it got filled with like jelly or slime or something, and there was like houses sort of wrestling in the pool. It was pretty funny, and apple bobbing. One of the years we came back here, I think on the Sunday night after the build and the beaches and everywhere had closed, and then we had had a sort of fire, like in a fire pit around the back. And
That was one of the best ever, wasn't it?
Yeah, Fireys came, and then they said, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" We said, "Oh, it's the end of Silly Sunday." And I was like, "All right, carry on," and that was it. Just left us alone. Like they said, just don't make too much noise or burn anything down, and that was a really good weekend.
Wasn't close to the they'll agree. They could prove
Jacko,
wouldn't it?
Jacko was probably the light in the bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah, so some of those ones, just any after you win a comp are pretty good, where everyone's in a good mood, and if the club's had a good season, everyone's feeling festive. They're really good.
Which I think this year could be.
Yeah, potential's there definitely, and good vibe around the club too, where everyone's pretty keen and sort of feeling like it could be a good year, and probably what happened last year and even the year before with no finals footy.
Yeah.
Everyone's itching to get out there for some September footy. Yeah.
I know the fourth grade guys are. They're really keen for Silly Sunday.
Yeah.
Because we've got the weekend.
Does it count?
Whole weekend off.
Yeah,
a week early.
The week before.
Yeah.
Does it count if you call a grand final and the team you're going for? Can you join the Mad Monday?
So,
That's
I think
sweet.
you can get in.
Yeah, you can go. And of course, all the games live and free on Bar TV this weekend as well, which is going to be awesome watching the Greens in three great grades. Who we got to watch? Who at training has been the person that's going to impress the most this weekend, apart from you?
I think Eli's really good having Eli back.
Yeah.
Rousey, and then in the forwards, Reece Bray always works really hard and always looks good at training.
He's so
Made a
impressive this year.
massive difference because he got hurt round one, and then he didn't come back till mid-season. And him coming back, and
I think he's been player pretty much every game he's been back since.
yeah, pretty much he's been there, or if he hasn't, he's second, gets 2
I
points.
just go when I do the play on the social media. I just go and find the old one and just read.
It's just pretty close to
Him and Darcy Christie Johnson too. I think
He's ready.
Yeah, he's been suspended for a couple of
Oh,
weeks.
yes,
So,
he's back.
yeah, he was pretty unlucky for an 88th minute scrap
That was a
against
bit of a
Beaches.
joke, wasn't it?
Got 2 weeks for that, so I think he'll be ready to go, and he's looking pretty good too.
Yeah, there's a bit of a hard edge around the pack this year too, which I like.
Yeah, I think some of the younger guys, Reece is one that just a bit more experienced, had really good years, off seasons in the gym, and just kind of realised physically that they're
They've turned into men.
and Pooch and Dobbo being around too, those couple of wildfires guys, a bit more experienced, have kind of showed them what they got to do to get to the next level as well.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't just do nothing all summer.
How is it
or
playing
go
with
to
a
the beach.
Frenchman?
Yeah, it's good, except when we can't understand. He always wants to go get croissants.
I was surprised I didn't see them.
Yeah.
And is that hard edge? Is that a bit of Danny's influence, you reckon?
Yeah, I think a bit of Danny and a bit of Kramer too. I think some of the training's different to any stuff I've done at Merriweather before, like as well as skill-based and fitness stuff. There's some pretty tough stuff physically that we do, and a fair few bash-ups.
The old gauntlet, he would have brought that out.
Yeah,
The
gauntlet, the funnel's one of his favourite drills. I think he just invented it.
That's what he does with his
pretty
kids
much
in the backyard.
Yeah, pretty much backs versus forwards in a 3 metre wide grid. Do your best for 10 minutes. So just a couple of those ones that everyone's got used to now, and
it would have been a few inches at the start, wasn't it?
Oh, at the start and now, everyone sees him setting up the funnel and starts going, "Oh, the hammy's getting into it."
What's the funnel? What is it?
It's just like a funnel kind of shape, and there's one try line that's about 2 metres wide at one end, and then the other one's really wide. So one team gets to attack the good way, but the other team's got to score on this 2 metre wide try line. So by the time you get to the neck of the funnel,
bashed.
it's just a bash up. And the team running out from the neck of the funnel, it's also a bash up for them because they got nowhere to go. And the team going in is just trying to score in this impossibly narrow thing.
It doesn't happen in fourth grade.
Yeah, that's usually when I think everyone, if we're doing a funnel and we see fourth grade down the end playing touch, and we go, "Oh, I might have to go down there." Everyone starts thinking fourth grade doesn't look too bad.
Hamilton in first grade. It was 1-1 we beat us.
Yep, they knocked us off the first time we beat them. And I think any of the top 4 or any of the top 6 in first grade this year, if you didn't turn up and play well on the day, could knock each other off.
Yeah.
And I think probably us and Hamilton are two most consistent, so it's good that we've finished first and second. And
I mean, it came down to the wire for the premiership, didn't it?
yeah, and
Shows how close you guys are together.
yeah, and both like to throw it around and play footy too, which is good.
It'll be an awesome game. Hopefully the weather stays away.
Yeah, hopefully. Like it'd be really
got
good if we
yourself
get a nice
onto number
Friday.
2 earlier.
Yeah, I snuck in there. I don't want to get turfed, but got a little bit of kicking time there today.
Let's just be honest. It's like the Roosters and Bunnies tomorrow night. The Roosters wouldn't let the Bunnies on to kick and train on the new turf.
field. Nah,
and I'm pretty sure that's what the Wanderers said to you and sent the groundsman over. So there's a bit of rivalry there already, and you're not even playing Wanderers.
yeah. Oh, I think anything to knock the other teams down, they probably do. I'll take it.
Cool.
There's no chance we get called.
So
rain, is there?
no way.
That's plan B, maybe up to Maitland or something. The field up there.
I fucking hope not.
Yeah.
It's the worst place to commentate from on that shed roof when
can't
it
see
pisses
half
down
the
rain,
game.
you can't see the game. Number 2 is the best place, and he's awesome too. But obviously with the rectangular ground, it is the best place to film and watch it from. So it's going to be. I'm pumped. Obviously not having semi-finals the last couple of years, I'm excited too.
Yeah, I think everyone is, not just the players. I think like a lot of the old boys that I've talked to are really keen.
Yeah.
Said, we're coming down Saturday, like
Cool.
come to the whole final series. So
Awesome.
yeah, it would be good if it's nice weather and sort of not flogging down rain. Although I guess, as you said, they got the bar TV there, so they can still watch it if it is.
Do we get into the fun stuff now and talk about the end of season trip?
I think we do, yeah. We come to that part of it, I think, the end of season trip. So the 3 of us will go on the way.
Yep.
You've got 3 people from any era.
Yeah, that you can take along, and that's our end of season trip.
Yeah. Okay.
Who are you going to take?
That's a tough one. I'd probably take. I think I'll take Dilly. He's always good value in the end of season.
He's in a few people, so
end of season trip. We've always had, and I know I can beat him in a race if we do have. If a race comes up, I know I've got him covered.
Yeah.
I think I might take Eddie Clifton as well.
Yeah.
Always had good end of season shenanigans.
Yeah, he's good. He's fun.
Another one that I came through. He was a year younger than me, so he played juniors.
Well, he's almost original Bar TV with the videos he used to do.
Yeah.
They were all time.
I found myself right next to Eddie. Got a few silly, so I don't think a little bit like
Yeah, he loves a Crown Lager too, Ed. So he loves a Crown Lager.
That's hilarious.
And
who else?
And then probably have to bring one of the young blokes. I say young bloke, maybe Chicky.
He's down doing a quick workout now as we speak.
Well, I say he's a young bloke. He's probably mid-range for our team now, but I still think of him as one of the young blokes.
Yeah.
So that'll help us perk up on the backup.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
No, that's brilliant. Well, that's awesome. Good luck for the weekend and go the green wave. And I do have to give you a hug because I forgive you. For knocking me out of for not letting me have a grand final. Sending me into retirement.
It's probably time to retire.
It was, for the third
couple
time.
more games would have been good.
No, very good. No, loving your work this year and well deserved on your individual awards and hopefully Anderson medal time comes.
Yeah, when do you find out about that? At the end of the year, after the grand final.
Probably the week before the grand final, they do the point score and Anderson.
I think it's
medal.
changed again though. I think they're doing a dinner again midway this time.
Okay.
They're the best.
Yeah.
They were the best.
In the NHL, it's changed something.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Well, quick shout out.
Steel City.
No. To Tim Murphy's 200th grade game.
Oh, is it?
Saturday.
Yes, Saturday. Still playing third
Another
grade
great club man there.
He came and had a run last week with me.
Did he?
Just to get that number.
Did he just so he could do it? Nice one.
Well done. Yeah, well done, Murph.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good. Considering he came into seniors later as well. That's good.
He's probably nearly played every position too.
Yeah.
He played all through the back line. He won a second grade comp on the wing. One of those early years. And then,
cool. Well, enjoy the week. And
thanks, gents.
Get it all soaked.
Go the green wave.
Yeah, go the green wave, eh?
Yeah.
Beauty.
Oh shit, the Doobie Brothers broke up.